load is a function of these two. Now, when you look at your skin and you see blood vessels, what do you see, arteries or veins? Veins. And veins are superficial. They sit between muscle and skin because what's the blood pressure in a vein? Really low, right? Because it's really far away from the heart in terms of when the heart pumps. So the way blood has to move in veins is like squeezing a tube of toothpaste or whatever, right? You have to squeeze the vein. Veins have valves, so the blood can only move one way back to the heart. So that's why they sit superficial. So the veins, the blood flow in veins is necessary for this thing we call the muscular pump to work. Skeletal muscles contract, push up against the skin, collapse of the veins, and blood moves. So what's kind of nice about that is as soon as you start exercising, right? So you go out and you start exercising, start walking around, that muscular pump is working more, right? Okay. So what we would say is that as a result of that, you have an increase in venous return. So anything that your body would do that would get more blood going back into the heart is going to affect stroke volume, right? And just being active increases venous return. So if you increase venous return, what does this number do? It increases. That would increase, can I just abbreviate here, EDV? That would increase the end diastolic volume. Okay, does that make sense? Start moving around, more blood going back to the heart, volume of the ventricles. Now, what does do the ventricles and what does muscle do, the ventricles in this case, as it starts to fill with blood? Can they stretch? If you put more blood in the ventricle, does muscle tissue have the ability to stretch? Yes. So it's going to increase the stretching. Does that make sense? So we've got an increase in venous return, we've got an increase in stretch. We call that being extensible. If something can stretch, we call it extensible. Remember when you're kids and you have a little sister, or big sister, I have a big sister, but you take a rubber band